Alright, welcome to Raising Funds for World Domination, day number 139. So, it's time for the daily update. So there's no updates on the renovation situation. Next hearing is still scheduled for the October 6th. My screen just flickered. I think that might be because of the refresh rate. There's a couple settings. I think I have to put in the lower one in order to prevent it from doing that. Anyway, so the recurring goal of the last many days has been to get toward the next release of the terminal block mining simulation game, and that, as of right now, I believe has been completed. So I'll actually delete that. And as stated previously, I'm currently working on getting the next long-form video done, and I'm happy to report that today the next video is 69% done, the editing phase. And I think I said a couple days ago I'd tried to target 12%, get 12% done per day. And so at that rate, that would put the ETA about 3 days from now. And the current plan for the block mining simulation game. My main goal was just to get the next release out, and then clear my mind, step back, ponder on profit. So yesterday, completed the task of some testing. I made the case work a bit better when the J&I library doesn't load, and so this is done. So I guess tonight I will not do any work on the game, and I probably won't play it. I'll just do a quick verification to make sure it's up there. And other than that, the next task, I'm going to focus so I'll probably continue this series for at least the next little while. I think it makes sense. Usually a lot more people come into the stream if I release a new video, so I think it'll make sense to continue doing the streaming, and then I can maybe get some sales and conversions. But yeah, I'll probably won't stream as long tonight. I'll just do a quick test to make sure that the game is actually what I have pushed works. I'll test it. And then I'll probably take off early and continue working on the next video. And if I just focus a lot on that, power through that, then it'll be released soon. And then I had it in mind to actually do a couple streams where I just go for a walk, because I have the mobile phone that can do streaming now. So, I haven't really used that much. Although I don't really have a lot of interesting stuff to do on mobile. So we'll clone the repo. There it is. There's 0.08. Make sure it actually works. Orthoplex 64, how's it going? Game loads, looks like it works. It's nice and fast. Let's make sure the jar works. Jar also works. All right, that's it. Here, it feels nice to clean up the to-do list. The Matrix. Yep. All right. Test to pass. The game works. All right, that's it. There's no more. That concludes this chapter of work on the block mining simulation game. So what's new with you guys? All of the 6 concurrent viewers out there who are witnessing history. Top 3 day streak of trading. Excellent. I hope you get extremely, extremely rich. So that way when society collapses, I know at least a few billionaires. You know what the big news is right now? I mean, there's, in the last 24 hours, there's been a lot of news. Yeah, things are accelerating. I mean, just think of what could happen tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. One clear store today. Yeah, there's that. There's also, well, if you mean, assume you're talking about the one in the U.S., and there's also what's going on over there in Poland. I mean, in the longer term, that could have bigger consequences. And everyone on social media is crashing out, as the kids say. Yeah. Yep, if only we could go back to a simpler time. Like the 1980s. A lot of people say that we just think things are crazier now because we have more access to social media, but I don't know, I wonder. It really does seem like things are, there's way more unprecedented stuff going on now than there was years ago. MTV, yeah, 90s was good too. I mean, it was pretty good all around. I think up until like 2005. The most shocking thing was a music video. Yeah. Bullish on private security. Yeah, that would be a good industry to go in these days. And there's probably some tech assisted components like AI powered security cameras that detect threats in real time and surveil people and store databases of people's faces. Humanity is buck wild as a rule. Yep, it's true. We're just animals. Bronze Age anthropology. yeah, it is kind of incredible how I think that guy. This was like a really, I think this video must have like I think it might have had 100 million views or something. That video on Japan by that guy that made that really crazy video on history of Japan, I guess. He also did one that was like history of the world, and when you watch that, it's just like, wow, that's a lot of stuff that happened. All right, we got 8 concurrents right now. It seems like the recent trend is the stream starts, and then I guess it's the YouTube algorithm listens to what you're talking about, and then like it throws in a bunch of new people based on what it thinks the stream is about, and then it seems to like peak after a while, after like 30 minutes or something, and then some people just drop off because it's not interesting. Nice day, but gotta do some things. Have an excellent evening. Have a good night. I'll be back. I'll be back in the future. Yeah, I'll probably just do. I think live streams like this are kind of pointless in a way, but to keep up the trend of one every day, I'll probably just continue this for at least the next few days. I think I could probably finish that video within, let's say 3 days. I maybe I'll cut it off like a half hour. That'd be kind of nice, and then I can just go back to working. As I guess in the past I had I was mostly working on this on stream, and then after, when I merged it in, I would often like do a little bit more work. And now that I'm not also working on trying to get this finished, then I can just focus 100% on the next video, which has a lot of details in it. So that's why it's taking so long. Apparently there's some new hype feature. You can release a video and then like get your audience to hype the video. So maybe I'll try that at this time. I gotta get the views up. The views on the channel are down a lot. Historically, how to make a CPU video, that one was getting lots of views, but it's I don't know. There was a whole bunch of YouTube algorithm changes that happened recently. It's hard to attribute what to what, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that changed recently. One is there was actually some feature on the channel. You can like click some button to agree to like allow your content to be monetized in like the YouTube educational player or something, and it's like an extra way to earn revenue or something. So I was just like, I don't know what this is. I'll just turn it on and see if it gives me more revenue. But then I turned it on, and I think it was the very next day, the views, like I pretty much, I go up in subscribers basically every single day, and on that day it just abruptly went negative. I lost subscribers that day, and then it was like around that day that I turned on this YouTube for education thing, and the views dropped, revenue dropped, and subscribers went down for a bit. So I don't know if that was it, but I think it was also coincidentally about the exact same time that I think a bunch of other channels are experiencing a whole bunch of different. They've said that views have dropped, but strangely, a lot of people are reporting that views dropped, but revenue didn't. So what happened was dollars per, like the RPMs just went way up to compensate, and the like ratio went way up. Because I don't know, because maybe YouTube has had a bot problem for a very long time, and they just got around to dealing with it now. And then the other effect is school started. I guess when does... I'm not sure when exactly it starts, but it's probably different for different people, but it's around like a week or two ago. So if you're in school, you can't watch YouTube videos in school, or it's much harder to. So that could explain the drop too. I think there's also some feature, I didn't even know about this, where there's some new filter to, if videos get tagged as like mature content or something, it doesn't show them as much unless you turn off that feature. I didn't even know about that, so I by chance saw a video where someone mentioned it today. Actually, I'll have to check for that on mine. I haven't even thought about this much yet. But I've heard some other people report that that's causing their views to drop a bunch. Another thing, it could also be I think when like crazy stuff happens in the news, that also makes views go down. Because if something crazy happens, everyone watches videos on that, and they don't watch videos about Linux commands. I think I read something about that with I think it was DoorDash or something, where they had like a real-time dashboard of the like number of orders they're getting or something. And I think it was during the eclipse, their dashboard, like they could see it in real time. Like normally it's just a random distribution of orders, but they could see in real time that the number of orders being placed, like right during the eclipse, like just went way down. Man, there's so many cool things I could add to this game if I can get time to work on it more. I think like a formal recipe system would kind of put it into the territory of like actually playable. Well, I think that's about it for tonight. Unless anyone else has anything to add. I'll probably do similar short streams for the next few days until I get the next video completed and out. And then once that's out, then I'm gonna kind of keep my plate clear. I probably, after that, I'll probably not focus on the game. I need to focus on some monetization strategies. Actually start to make some sales, come up with some strategies to get more members, maybe get some more sponsored block types. If anyone is interested in sponsoring, if you want to be included in the dedication for any game, any block types in the game. Yeah, that'll be it for tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow night for day 140. All right, talk to you later.